Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to our yoga practice. We are rolling out our mats, finding our space, and settling in. We've got a few minutes, so a nice amount of time to grab anything that you may want to have nearby. Just making our way to the mat. We are going to begin on our backs if you wanted to head that way. Getting a little closer to time, so we're going to start making our way there. Hope everyone's staying warm today. And we'll start making our way down onto our backs. Settle the head and shoulders. Let the spine connect down to the mat. To begin, we'll have the feet on the mat, knees bent. Maybe you can rest the knees against one another for a moment. Hands can come to belly or be down alongside body. And maybe soften the eyes here, close them. As you begin to center, come into the practice. Become aware of the present, the air around you, the mat beneath you, and the breath as it flows in and out. See if you can deepen that breath. Allow the body to expand and contract with each inhale and exhale. And as you build this awareness of the breath, check in with the body. Notice those places in need of support today, those places that already feel vibrant. The eyes are closed, we'll flutter them open, maintaining this nice breath as we set the feet about hip width distance and draw the right knee in. You can hold behind the thigh or in front of the shin. And as you draw the knee in, keep the spine long on the mat, head and shoulders down. We'll draw little circles with the ankle. They can be as big or as little as you want. Reverse direction. Find stillness. Give that knee a little squeeze, send that heel high. There can be a bend at the knee. Flex the foot. And then point the toe. Flex and point. And then bring the foot back to the mat. We'll draw the left knee in. Again, find that comfortable hold. And start to draw circles with the opposite foot. Well, the left foot, the one we did not do before. And reverse. Just loosen the joint. Build awareness. Find stillness as we give the knee a little squeeze, send the heel high. Leg does not have to be perfectly straight. Sole of the foot shines up, and then point the toes. Little point, flex. And with control, return the left foot down to the mat. We'll slide the left foot away, make that leg long, and then draw the right knee back in. Feel that deep stretch through the hips. Take a breath. Hold on to right knee with right hand and let that knee fall open. Keep the hips square to the sky as best you can. And then draw that knee back to center. Set the right foot down on the mat as you slide the left foot in. Right leg goes long, draw the left knee in, swapping out our half wind relieving pose. Relax the arms a little. Continue to breathe. Hold on to left leg with left hand and let it fall open. That knee journeying toward the earth, though it probably won't touch it. First exploring our range of motion with our hip, being mindful. And then back to center. We'll settle the left foot down, draw the right foot in, and bring both knees up to the chest. Hold on to right knee with right hand, left knee with left hand, and take the knees out and away from one another and then gently back together. Creating little circles. Maybe feel a nice massage between the low back and the mat. Slow it down and reverse direction. Slow it down and find stillness at center. Keep the right knee in as you settle the left foot on the mat and then slide that leg long. We'll inhale to open the right knee. Exhale back to center. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. You can move slightly beyond that midline as well as you move to your breath here. Inhale as you open and exhale as you return. On your next journey back to center, we'll meet there. Give that knee a little squeeze, send the heel high. With control, bring the right leg down to the mat. When right heel hits, we'll draw the left knee in. Hold on to left knee with left hand, and then we'll follow the breath. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. And again, you can slightly cross the midline. Be mindful as you move. Keep awareness on the hip. And on your next journey to center, we'll meet there. Give that knee a squeeze and extend the heel high. With control, left leg travels down. When left heel hits, we'll inhale the arms overhead and take a nice full body stretch, reaching from fingers to toes. And then we'll draw the knees in, bring peace fingers behind them, rock along the length of the spine, and use that momentum to draw you up, taking a seated posture. Legs extended out in front of us. We sit tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you forward fold. Hold feet, ankles, shins, the mat. Maybe there's a little micro bend at the knees. Lead with the heart. We're still warming up the body. Take one more breath here. And then gently lift up. We'll cross the legs, transition over, and meet at a tabletop. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Spread the fingers wide. Start with a nice neutral spine, the gaze at the mat. On an inhale, lower the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale as you arch the back, bring the gaze into the navel. Inhale, lower belly. Exhale, arch the back. And just continue at your own breath pace. You can hold where needed, and then return to your movement. On your next full round, we'll meet back at our neutral spine. Take each hand forward about a handprint, lengthening your stance as you curl the toes. Draw the knees up, hips shift up and back, down dog. Not holding here super long. We'll start to walk the feet towards the hands as we find a forward fold. Let the upper body hang, hands can reach to the earth. You could grab opposite elbows to hang in ragdoll. You could provide a little support through the shins. Shake the head a little, yes and no. And then we'll soften the knees and start to roll up. Coming up to a standing posture. Take a breath at the top. You stand tall. We'll tuck up the chin. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Creating a little movement for the shoulders. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice big inhale as we scoop the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Once more, nice big inhale. We'll meet with the arms overhead. Maybe you interlace the finger, maybe the palms shine toward one another. And we'll take a little motion side to side like a metronome. Start to shift the hips out as well. Move the weight from foot to foot while keeping that connection to your foundation. We'll slow it down as we return to center. Release the hands and exhale down to forward fold. Take a breath. Engage the core as you inhale to half lift, that 7 shape. A nice flat back as we gaze at the mat. Exhale, release. Soften the knees and gently roll up. Back to standing. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees. Return to standing. We'll take a little movement for the arms. Be kind of a swing like this, alternating one and then the other. So we start in our Tadasana, stand tall, arms are loose at our side. We'll start to gently draw one up and then the other. You can start just going to shoulder height, but as you move through the movement at your own pace, maybe the arm reaches a little higher. Maybe ultimately that bicep ends up somewhere near the ear. As we create a little movement for the shoulders. And as you do this, stand tall. You could rock on the feet a little bit. You could lift onto the balls of the feet. You could play with a little softening of the knees. We'll take a few more breaths. We start to slow it down. And let the arms return. We'll take the feet wide to the edges of the mat. Keep the arms loose at our side. And start to rotate the body. The arms gently swing around us. Excuse me. And you can keep the feet flat on the mat here. Or you could exaggerate that twist coming onto the ball of the foot as you turn. Some nice rotation for the spine. Slow it down. Back to center. We'll heel toe the feet all the way together. Toes together, heels together. Stand tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale to half lift. That nice connection to your foundation, feeling the difference between the foot move or placement. Exhale as you release. Lower the hips, generous bend at the knees, lift the heart, chair pose. Hold that giant beach ball in front of you. Tailbone draws down. If holding that beach ball is not serving your shoulders, you can have hands at heart center. That sneeze got me. On an exhale, hands to feet, hips to sky. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, gently roll up, back to standing. Take a breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Generous bend to the knees, hips lower, heart lifts, chair pose. We'll bring hands together at heart center and invite in a little twist. So the legs remain where they are. We'll take left elbow to the outside of the right knee as we rotate through the ribs. We'll just take one breath here. before we unwind. And opposite side, right knee to the outside, or right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Keep the hips low, building a lot of energy through the legs, feeling strong. Come back to center, hands to mat, hips to sky, forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Soften the knees, gently roll up, back to standing. We'll release the feet as we prepare for balance. Pardon me. The knees really got me. I'm going to set my feet about hip width distance apart, maybe slightly wider, just somewhere to start. And you can pick which side you'd like to be your base. I'm going to choose my left to begin. And build that foundation. Connect all four corners of the foot down. Building strength up through the hip as we come onto the ball of the opposite foot. And then lift it off the mat. You can tap that toe down anytime you need. And you can play here. Or you could wrap the hands around the shin as you draw the knee in a little closer. You could take some movement with the right ankle. And again, you could stay right here. If you'd like to invite in a little twist, we'll take left hand to hold on to knee as we turn the torso and right arm extends behind us. Keep the heart open. Find a drishti, a non-moving focal point wherever you're at. Connected to your foundation as you stand tall. If you have taken that twist, on your next exhale, we'll unwind back to center and then release the foot down. Nice work. Shake out that standing leg and then return to your neutral. We'll shift the weight for our new foundation, the opposite leg. I like to drum out my toes a little bit before lifting the foot, really connecting down. And come onto the ball of the opposite foot. Stand tall and fly that leg. Again, you can stay right here. Keep a little softness in the knee of that standing leg. Hip is engaged, core is strong. And draw that knee in. Very similar to our half wind relieving pose that we did at the start of our practice. And if you'd like to take a little more, instead of drawing that knee all the way in, we'll release it a little bit, hold on to left knee with right hand, start to rotate through the ribs, allow the gaze to travel with you as the left arm opens up. Continue to breathe. Use that focal point to help you block out what's going on around you and remain steady. You can sway a little. And you can come in and out of the shape as you need. Each side will be a little different. Stay tuned in to what you need here, proud of what you're doing. If you're in that twist, on an exhale, unwind back to center. And then all together, we'll release the flying leg. Shake out that standing leg. And we'll meet somewhere near the front third of our mat. Stand tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other, high plank. Elbows tight to the body as you lower through, chaturanga to the belly. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you curl the toes, shift the hips up and back, down dog. One more breath here. We'll lower the knees, uncurl the toes, hips to heels, child's pose. Leave the arms stretched overhead, palms in the mat. We'll start to walk the hands in as we lift up, rotate onto a hip, and swing the legs around. We'll gently make our way back down onto back body. Settle the head and shoulders. Back to our beginning shape. Feet on the mat, knees bent, spine is long. We'll lift the feet off the mat. Those knees are at about a 90. Left hand to the outside of the right knee as we guide the knees over. Shift the hips to stack one on top of the other, inviting in a supine twist. The legs rest on one another. You could extend that right arm. Heart open to the sky as best you can. The arm is outstretched. We'll bring it in. With control, we'll rotate back to center, our starting spot. Lift the feet once more, legs at 90. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Knees fall to the side. Make any adjustments you need to try and stack the hips. Rotate through the ribs. Open the heart to the sky and maybe extend that left arm. The heels of the feet can be tucked up toward the body or extended out really as far as you'd like. We'll bring the extended arm in and gently rotate back to our starting spot. Draw both knees into the chest, that full body hug. You can stay here in stillness, or you could rock a little side to side. That might feel nice on the low back. Find stillness. Give the knees a little squeeze and extend the heels high. Little legs at the wall. We'll relax the feet. They don't have to be pointed or flexed. We'll lift the arms and we'll just stay here. A little bit of a dead bug pose. With control, we'll lower the legs down to the mat and the arms overhead. And once heels have connected down, we'll find that full body stretch once more. Reach through fingers and toes. Elongate the body. And then exhale to release. Take a breath as you let the body relax. You have the time this morning, you can stay here taking a Shavasana for a few moments, maybe closing the eyes. Allow yourself to center in. But if you're rounding out your practice with me today, we'll bring the feet in, rotate onto a favorite side, and gently lift up, coming to a comfortable seated spot, whatever that looks like for you today. As you find your seated posture, soften the eyes or close them completely. And we too will take a moment to check in, to scan the body. Notice the energy you've cultivated, the space you've created. And we'll bring hands together at heart center as we flutter the eyes open to seal it in. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice today. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you back on that next Tuesday morning. Bye, y'all.